Hello there, and welcome to my channel, Novice Modelling and the Midlife Crisis. My name's Andy, and I'm just going to share this Frankenstein's monster with you. This is the EDUARD Weekend Edition AVIA S-199 Earl canopy, and this is a combination of a Messerschmitt BF-109 with a Junkers Umo engine attached to it. That's actually a bomber engine, so it's not really intended for use on this plane. Now, I'm just going to read you a little bit of history about this that I found on the internet. I would have used a blurb out of the instructions like I normally do, but unfortunately they're kind of lengthy. As is this. It's basically, I'm just going to read Wikipedia to you. So basically, we'll start. The AVIA S-199 is a propeller-driven Messerschmitt BF-109G based fighter aircraft built after World War II, using the BF-109G airframe and a Junkers Umo 211F engine, in place of the original and unavailable Daimler-Benz DB605. It is notable as the first fighter obtained by the Israeli Air Force, we have it in Israeli colours, and used during the 1948 Arab-Israeli War. Constructed in Czechoslovakia with parts and plans left over from Luftwaffe aircraft production, the aircraft had numerous problems and was generally unpopular with its pilots. Czechoslovak pilots nicknamed it Mezek, or mule, and while in Israel it was officially known as the Sakim, knife, in Hebrew. In practice, the aircraft was more often called Messerschmitt or Messer, which also means knife in German and Yiddish. Right, now I'm just going to basically scroll through to the operational history while it was in Israeli service, because this is an Israeli one, so that's kind of what we're more interested in, I suppose. So, Israeli agents negotiated the purchase of AVIA S-199s from the Czechoslovak government in defiance of an arms embargo that Israel faced at the time. 25 aircraft were obtained and all but 2 were eventually delivered. The price for a fully equipped plane was $190,000. The first 4 specimens arrived on 20th of May 1948, 6 days after Israel's declaration of independence and 5 days after the commencement of hostilities by Egypt. Forming Israel's first fighter squadron, the 4 Avias were assembled and sent into combat for the first time on 29th of May during Operation Pleshet, attacking the Egyptian army between Istud and the Ad Holon Bridge, south of Tel Aviv. A few days later, on 3rd of June, taking off from Herzliya Airport, the type scored the Israeli Air Force's first aerial victories, when Modi Alon shot down 2 Royal Egyptian Air Force C-47s, which had just bombed Tel Aviv. The type proved unreliable and performed poorly in combat. Furthermore, maintenance problems meant that no more than 5 were typically airworthy at any one time. However, Israeli-operated S-199s did score victories over their opponents, including the Spitfire, which also equipped the Egyptian Air Force. The Avias were mostly withheld from service by the end of October, when only 6 remained operational. The S-199 continued making sporadic sorties until mid-December. Right, now let's have a look at what's in the box, because this is a what's in the box video. And the box on this is absolutely massive. So, not quite sure why, but we'll do our best to keep everything on camera that we need to do, including this picture. Now, first off, we get several sets of markings here, which is nice. We obviously get the Israeli ones, but we also get the Czech Air Force ones, which is really nice. So basically you can have this in the original livery of the Czech Air Force, or you can have it as it's served in the Israeli Defence Force. I kind of like this tailplane design on the back here. That's kind of striking. You also get some really lots of small transfers for all these little tiny bits over here. Not quite sure what they're all for, but that's kind of nice. And we can see here the 2022. This is a really modern kit. Now, being a novice, I am the novice modeler after all, I am kind of aware of EDUARD, and I have been told that basically their kits are really nice. And having had a quick look at the sprues, I'm really impressed. This is really nice. Basically you've got loads and loads of detail on the wings and of course on the fuselage, and unlike a lot of other kits that I've got, the panel lines are flush, or almost flush. I mean, they're almost sort of indented into the into the fuselage. Or a lot of the cheaper kits that I've got, the panel lines are raised, so it's not really a panel line, it's just a sort of bump. So I've got to say, I mean, this is really nice. I've really enjoyed kind of having a good look at this, because it's gorgeous basically. You got a couple of canopy options here, I think. One's a bubble and one looks slightly more conventional with the Messerschmitt style. I mean, I don't know if you can see this, but just look at the cockpit there. I mean, it's really, really nice. I thought it came with some photo etch parts, but maybe I've misplaced them. I'm not quite sure. Maybe it doesn't. But even if it does, I mean, it's just a lovely looking model. And here you can see the propeller, and as you can see, it's what they call a paddle propeller, which is more common on a bomber, and it apparently used to cause all sorts of problems for the pilots. But anyway, I thought I'd do this, as I've just released a Frankenstein's monster video where I've built this Spitfire using high-tech kit and this Mr. Craft kit, and I just thought it was kind of interesting because this really is a genuine Frankenstein's monster that really was an actual serving aircraft. I'm going to finish this one off now, and if you decide to check me out a bit later, I'm going to be having a quick look at this other one, this Messerschmitt Spitfire Mark VB, and this is powered by a Daimler-Benz engine, obviously in German livery for test purposes. So I mean, this is another really interesting model that I've got in my collection, so I hope you have time to tune in later to have a quick listen to this. I hope you enjoyed my video. Questions and suggestions welcome. Please like and subscribe and join me for my model I'm making ride. Be seeing you.